Let's get the out of here, man.
Hey y'all, welcome to Monella, Georgia. Right here exploring this small town out here in Georgia. Never really been here before. There's a lot of neat places to go explore. As you can see, there's a church down there. It looks to be abandoned. A lot of old abandoned buildings around here. I'm just gonna take you on a little tour of Monella, Georgia. Alright, so we're making our way down here to the church. Next to it seems like an old, some type of old storage or store. This is like a loading door right here.
Looks like an old dog kennel or something.
It's an old feed store. We made it to the church. As you can see, beat down here. It's been abandoned for, let's say, they said the 60s, so it's about 60 years. So it's been sitting here for about 60 years untouched. Church was built in 1895. Really cool stained glass. That's what I really like about it. It's like some of it's been busted up, but it's still preserved pretty well for being here for 60 years. The architect of the church is really cool. It's got its own tower up there. I'm assuming they must have had a bell.
Yeah, it's at least 4 stories high. We don't know if there's a basement or anything. Looks like we're walking right up on the cemetery. Methodist Cemetery, 1805. Well, looks like we're welcome.
Looks like it's pretty much open to the public as long as you don't really go inside the church.
Yeah.
You can come and
They got it boarded up on the walls. Looks like there's some glass still standing, but I hope it still stays for a long time.
coming around the back side of the church. Got some really cool trees shading the graves.
We'll start off with this first grave right here behind the church. I'm not gonna walk in it, but I want to at least see the date on it. Phoebe. Okay, that's fairly recent, 1916. Oh, look at the windows.
It looks like this church has a basement, or is that a downstairs? What is this?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Looks like there's some graves actually just broken right here. Still got the stained glass up there. Keep out.
Let's see.
Well, normally when they say that, that means we go in. Let's at least get a look. Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that is amazing. Yeah, seeing the stained glass from the inside is a whole different perspective. I'm pretty sure they got this door pretty...
Oh yeah, it's not going anywhere. See if I can zoom in. Apologize about the lighting. We do have a light, but it's so dark in there. Looks pretty emptied out. very high ceilings. I don't know if there was a second floor in here necessarily. It looked like it was just one giant auditorium. But it's still pretty cool that even though everything's broken, the cross is still up. Interesting. Let's go check out the basement. Watch where you step. Oh, dude, this is creepy. Nah, that's sus. What did they keep down here? Oh, man. All right, we're near the basement of the church. We just filmed near the top. There's glass everywhere, so I'm assuming it's just from the glass up there. So watch where you step. We're gonna come down, see if we can get a little peek inside. Ooh. All right, you might be able to get right here. It's gonna be hard to see. They got everything boarded up.
Hard to see it now.
Yeah. Look at the cans. A bunch of old cans everywhere. I mean, these could be 1800s, no telling. But we're gonna go to the cemetery now, check out some cool graves. We saw some near the tree that were a little unusual, but let's go check it out.
Careful on this little plywood.
I'm wearing my sunglasses so it doesn't get my eye. Yeah, it's crazy. This is just in the middle of nowhere and you can just walk up to it. So the grave I want to go to first is this one back here near the tree. There's like a pillar, and then in front of it looks like a bench type of grave. Now what's interesting about this whole area is all the graves back here are spread out, whereas of those are uniform. So it makes me question, are these older or are they purposely put here? I'm not too sure, but we're gonna go see. I mean, I don't even know what that is, but could be an old grave site. That's a horn. Let's see if we can find a date.
These old cedar trees.
Yeah, it's massive.
See, they had to plant them right here because they're pretty much even.
I can see a name, but it's hard to tell. It's like really worn out.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to see that.
There's no chance. Let's check this one right behind it.
Looks like they just cut one of the trees down, one of the cedar trees.
I'm assuming these are probably from the 1800s. 1833, 1865, 1823. I mean, these are some old graves. This is 7-8 generations ago.
That's pretty old right there.
Shout out to the Bradley family. Another interesting grave. Straight ahead. Like I always get more excited about the rock graves versus like the man-made graves, because it's like you don't know really any backstory to this, so it's just this little piece of art. Oh wow.
They're all broken up.
Yeah.
This is just a really cool.
Yeah, this whole
It's
area.
the tree and the church and the cemetery. It's really cool.
I feel like we're on a movie set. Such a peaceful property. I mean, it's a pretty packed city, but you can't even hear any noise out here.
Nah. So I'm wondering if a lot of these are just like moved graves. They moved from like different cemeteries and stuff.
Maybe.
It's like how close they were.
Yeah, that's strange. Yeah, what if they were just buried out here, random spots, and they just made these, put them on top of here in uniform? I mean, that's near the Revolutionary War. That's crazy.
Revolutionary War. 1789. That's old.
Yeah.
It's probably the oldest one here, or oldest dating back.
I feel like most cemeteries you go to, you get like a weird, eerie feeling sometimes, but here it's
I
like,
don't even feel like...
it's like peaceful.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. Oh, dude, it's like cold in there, bro.
Yeah, it's down in like the basement.
It's just freezing.
That's where they keep all the ghosts.
Don't say that. It's like a piece of Stone Mountain.
It might be. Sure, a lot of granite graves from Georgia.
Yeah.
From Stone Mountain.
30 years old.
It's not that old.
Here's a broken one. That's pretty interesting. We're in Pine Grove Cemetery in Eatonton, Georgia. It was established in 1858. There's like over 14,000 graves here, so we're gonna go explore some. Starting off, we got this giant pillar that we found in the back. Even though the cemetery is 1858, a lot of these graves are before the actual cemetery was established. For instance, this guy died before the cemetery was even made, 1856. Definitely used to be a giant fence, clearly. Not sure how old. Looks like it was probably made when the actual graves were placed.
Well, it looks like it's from like the Civil War. Yeah, I think a lot of like, I think it's like a Confederate. It's like a sergeant or something. I don't know.
What about these in the very back? (1854 to 1917). So I mean, all these people are from that same era.
Alright, y'all. Check out the size of this grave right here.
I mean, that's at least 30 feet tall.
I'm assuming a lot of these graves are from like the Civil War, like Civil War soldiers. Let's see, 1824 to 1884. So actually, no, this person just seems like they have pretty good well to get a grave this size. I mean, look. I mean, it's almost touching that branch up there.
Yeah, let's get a size comparison.
Seeing over here.
I mean, I can't even see the top of it.
Probably the biggest grave in this.
Yeah, I mean, no other grave.
If there's something bigger than that.
We thought it was a tree. I mean, there's another one in the distance, but...
Well, nowhere.
Yeah, nowhere near as big. So we've basically covered just this little back portion However, the cemetery extends like probably a quarter mile. So we're just gonna walk up, see if we can find anything else pretty cool. Any unique stuff. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, a lot of interesting graves throughout here.
Yeah. It's a very old cemetery.
Right now we're in Eatonton, Georgia. That's the way he said.
Eatonton.
Eatonton.
All right. Adams. I keep seeing the same last names, like Adams.
I think it's a lot of family graves.
Bro, like, look at these tombstones. So detailed. I wonder what the wealth was. I bet there was different classes of wealth out here around that time.
I think this is mostly just family graves and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of, or should I say the beginning of the cemetery, which is obviously the newer portions, or newer graves, probably last 50, 60 years. But right when you get kind of past that tree line, you see, that's when all the graves get pretty old. You can kind of tell. Got this butterfly that keeps following me around. What the? All right. What do we have here? Dude, I can't even read that. Hey, I'm gonna roll up the windows and come in so we can get a shot like we're coming in, then we'll get one like we're leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what? Roll with the windows.
Wait, what the?
We'll start our backroads tour of this region at one of its oldest and most curious sites, the Rock Eagle.
Alright, y'all. We made it to Rock Eagle Mound. This place is really cool, y'all. It's from like 1000 BC. Not really too much information is known about this area. There's a little plaque you can read right here. I'm gonna try to get a good bit of it so you can read it yourself. But this place is believed to be a ceremonial mound, and it's made completely with white quartz rocks, and it's made in the shape of an eagle. There's actually a tower over there. We're gonna walk on top, and we're gonna get a pretty good shot of the eagle here. But this is Rock Eagle Mountain.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
All right, guys, we're gonna walk up to the tower. I believe it's like 4 or 5 stories high. So you just gotta walk around the mound, then we go up. No one else is here, so it should be a pretty good time. We're gonna see if we can get some pretty cool images from the top.
You can see they got it fenced off so you can't go in there. I'm glad they do, because I'm sure people will be throwing the rocks around and stuff. No respect for historical places anymore. It's like, if you
Looks
look,
a lot bigger in person.
it's a lot bigger.
That's
You're
what
not
she
gonna really
said.
see. You wouldn't be able to tell it's an eagle from the ground unless you really knew it was an eagle. You could see the wings right there. There's the head. But we're going to this tower right here. You can see you can climb all the way to the top so you can get a nice view of the eagle. All right, so we made it to the tower here, and we're gonna go ahead and climb up so we can get a better look at the eagle. Now, I don't really know how old this tower is. I'd say it's probably like maybe 50 years old just by looking at the wood and the way it's kind of deteriorating.
Yeah.
It's almost got like a medieval look in here. It's pretty cool. We're gonna climb up these safe steps. A lot of people carve their names into the steps. On the first floor here.
Yes, first floor view. Not really seeing much. You can kind of see a little bit more on the wings, the bottom half.
Now you can start to see it.
Oh yeah, you see the head. Way out there, you see the car.
And this is the top. And watch out for bees.
Everything feels so unsteady.
Now I'm just trying to think who was the first person to walk up on this after it was left alone. It's gotta be a crazy discovery, you know.
Doesn't look like they dug up anything to find the rocks.
It looks like they keep the maintenance up pretty well here.